Did you guys see this? Because this might be a problem for Nintendo. Let me bring it up. So this showed up on my Reddit feed, and I think there might be an issue coming out for Nintendo with the Switch 2 and compatibility issues for certain games, specifically limited run Switch carts are apparently not working on the Switch 2. Tomba is unplayable on the Nintendo Switch 2, and someone provided this video of it here. So let's check it so you can see. There you go. Load it up. Switch, loading, please wait. Please wait. Please wait. And there you go. So that's a problem. So none of the limited run Carbon Engine games work. They are all listed as unplayable on Nintendo's site. I assume the engine needs to be updated to support Switch 2, and likely limited run hasn't had a dev unit yet. So theoretically, they'll need to update these games with a patch for them to run on the Switch 2. Ironically, they're supposed to be forever physical, not needing to connect to the internet to play them. And now we have a system that's supposed to be fully backward compatible with pretty much every game. And the games that were supposed to be intended as physical to last are the ones that are not working. Oh, the irony. Oh boy, YIKES comes out in the next few days. Or they plan on releasing all the same games for the Switch 2. Let's see. It's funny because it freezes all the time on Switch. Guess Switch 2 finished the job. Oh, on key cards too. That would be a double gut punch. Don't get your hopes up. Let me see. There are many reasons to keep an old console, but did you know that even the GBC wasn't able to play all Game Boy games? Nintendo's pretty good at backwards compatibility and better than Sony and Microsoft, but this time they also went the emulation route, which is by default a lot worse than previously used hardware solutions. But it can be improved if they care enough. My favorite game of all time is on the list, Star Wars Racer. That doesn't work on it. So there's a lot of games that apparently do not work on the Switch 2 that are limited run games. Let's see. No issues, compatible. So obviously those games, Game Builder Garage, Joy-Con 2 controllers don't include an IR motion camera, as is featured on the Nintendo Switch Joy-Con. So it's only possible to use IR motion camera node-on or IR light node-on in the free programming mode if you wirelessly connect a Nintendo Switch Joy-Con R. And it goes through compatibility of all of, obviously, Labo wouldn't work in it. But I don't see anything about compatibility on the limited run games. Game issue. Oh, here we go. It's a PDF. Let's check the PDF here. And yep, a lot of these are limited run games. That's a lot of game, dude. Yeah, River City Girls 0. These are all limited run. Dang, this is a lot of games that do not work on the Switch too. That is a lot of games. Holy crap. Games issues that have been resolved. So these have been updated with the fixes. Hamster Games, Capcom, Square Enix, Final Fantasy. So a lot of these games had issues that were fixed with updates. How about Pal World? um, Pikmin 3 Deluxe. What? Game behavior may vary from Nintendo Switch. The entire screen will briefly turn off and on again in several scenes in the game, such as the beginning and end of the day. This is planned to be fixed in the near future. I did not realize how much work Nintendo must be doing in the back end right now to get the emulation of these games to work better with updates. And it's even affecting major titles from Nintendo, which is Pikmin 3 is a massive title from Nintendo. That's wild. Super Smash Ultimate? Game progression may be affected in portions of the game. In online play, when a Nintendo Switch 2 player and Nintendo Switch player have been matched in matchmaking, if someone uses MiFire, the match may end immediately. Until this is fixed, please avoid using MiFighter in online play as much as possible. Yikes. When creating or editing and saving a MiFighter, the thumbnail image showing the MiFighter may not be made correctly. This may be improved by saving again. This is planned to be fixed in the near future. Oh, my goodness. Yeah, Crash Bandicoot's on the list. This is crazy. I didn't know it was this bad. I haven't seen anyone even draw attention to any of this stuff. Jackbox party games, previously identified issues that have been resolved. Jackbox, we played the Jackbox the other day. That's been fine. So, at least one of the games. But this is a lot. This is the second list. They have 2 different PDFs. These are the fixed ones. Like, holy crap. Anyways, back to the story. Pretty fitting, seeing as Tomba was one of the PS1 games that would not work on PS2. That was a myth. It worked just fine. Absolutely not a myth. Although I believe you can get it to work by not skipping the opening movie or something like that, but it will hard lock if you don't take special precautions. Anyone who gets encouraged to sell the original Switch, don't. I was hoping I could fully retire my Nintendo launch Switch since the battery's shot and the Joy-Cons need replacement. I knew there'd be some issues with games here and there, but it sounds like the backwards compatibility here is undercooked. I mean, as we just went through, guys, that list on Nintendo's official site, this is crazy. As of June 5th, the company's latest compatibility information for each title. Please visit each game's page on the website or Nintendo eShop on your device, and it will give the full compatibility on each game. That's crazy. That's crazy. But anyways, I don't want to spend too much time on this topic. I thought it was just going to be limited to basically Labo because the Joy-Cons wouldn't fit. But I didn't know about the missing the IR motion camera. Almost makes you wonder the lack of games that made use of the IR motion camera with the original Switch lends more credence to the fact that the Switch 2 was in development and ready to go back in 2021 because they knew it wasn't going to have the IR camera with the backwards compatibility. So they stopped developing games and putting IR stuff in the games just to delay the Switch 2 until now. And now they have minimized the amount of games that utilized it because they knew it would have backwards compatibility and they weren't going to have that in the future. So